Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time I'm going to go over to CBS News, and this is a follow-up on the story that I did a couple of months ago about an inmate that was unfortunately eaten alive by bedbugs when he was being detained in the Fulton County Jail. We'll list the article writers and all of the details in the description, as I always do. And it says crime. Jail where inmate was allegedly eaten alive by bedbugs is being investigated. The Justice Department has launched a civil rights investigation into the conditions at a Georgia jail where inmate died after he was, according to his family, eaten alive by bedbugs. The department found credible allegations that the Fulton County Jail is structurally unsafe, that prevalent violence has resulted in serious injuries and homicides, and that officers are being prosecuted for using excessive force. Officials said Thursday investigators will determine whether there are systematic violations of federal law at the jail and how to correct them if that's the case. Okay. The recent allegations of filthy housing teeming with insects, rampant violence resulting in death and injuries, and officers using excessive force are causes for grave concern and warrant a thorough investigation, U.S. Attorney Ron K. Buchanan for the Northern District of Georgia said. The Justice Department investigation will also cover whether Fulton County and the Fulton County Sheriff's Office discriminated against inmates with psychiatric disabilities. LaShawn Thompson, the 35-year-old man who died in September of last year after he was eaten alive by bedbugs, was dealing with untreated schizophrenia at the jail, according to an independent autopsy report. Fulton County and the Sheriff's Office said they were aware of the investigation and will be cooperating fully. Thompson died 3 months after he was booked into the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta following a June arrest. He'd suffered insect bites to his ears, mouth, nose, and all over his body. Ben Crump and Michael Harper, attorneys for the Thompsons family, said. While nothing can undo the injustice that LaShawn Thompson faced, it is a tragedy that we can hopefully amount to much needed change inside of the Fulton County Jail, the attorneys said Thursday in a joint statement. It is our prayers that the DOJ confirms the clear pattern of negligence and abuse that happens in Fulton County and swiftly ends it so that no other family will experience this devastation. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office, which is responsible for the administration and operation of the Fulton County Jail, in April said there would be sweeping changes at the jail at the Thompsons' death. Why somebody gotta die? Side note, why is it that somebody gotta die in order for them to light a fire up underneath of their ass for them to do something? That's crazy to me. But anyway, I continue. Sheriff Patrick Labatt said at the time he asked for the resignations of the chief jailer, assistant chief jailer, and assistant chief jailer of the Criminal Investigative Division following a preliminary investigation. They all resigned. And that's the end of the article, but my whole thing about that is it's been years of this going on, and the funny thing about it, they need to really follow the money. I would suggest that they do that, because these prisons get a certain amount or lump sum of money based upon how many prisoners they have, what the requirements is to fully run a prison, and it's different in every state, and it's different for every county. I'm assuming it would be. So if that's the case, where's all this money going to? The pictures that I seen, where's all this money going to where as though they would let a even one room in that facility to go that far past and that bad? No fumigation, no cleaning was done and stuff, and I'm pretty sure they have people that are employed there to handle those certain things. What the hell were they doing? Why have LaShawn and so many other inmates had to suffer in prison because they're in prison? Okay, they're in prison, but these are still human beings. These are still people. Okay? This man was allegedly, he was battling mental illness. Why don't they have a separate wing or a separate channel that inside within the prison to help manage and maintain prisoners with mental issues? They get all this money. They get all these kickbacks from the state. They get all these, extra little perks and stuff like that. And you mean to tell me the place that they were holding this man was it definitely was not up to the standard or code of, for anyone to be livable, let alone a prisoner. If the holding cells in the medical ward looks like that, just imagine what it looks like when they go and eat. Just imagine, and you wonder why these people are getting sick. You wonder why these people are catching diseases and getting new ailments and things like that. It's just basically like they're letting these people rot in jail. But not everybody that's in jail deserves to be in jail. That's one. And two, even if they have been convicted of a crime or they're awaiting sentencing or whatever the case is, they should be able to live comfortably in the conditions that any other human being has. Point blank, period. I don't know about y'all. Drop down in the comment section and let me know. Maybe putting a little too much on it. I don't think that I am. But at the end of the day, come on. And then, of course, in the jail, there's excessive force and things of this nature, which I'm pretty sure by the hundreds of thousands, reports have been coming in about that for many, many years. And no one has done anything to alleviate the situation whatsoever. So it's just mind-boggling how they could sit and run a state or federal, whatever, facility to house inmates and yet give them, substandard conditions. It's crazy and it's disgusting, and something needs to be done. And it shouldn't have to take a man, young black man, white man, Latino man, any man or woman, to die in order for change to come about. Come on, fire the whole fucking staff. Fire everybody. Get everybody out of there at this point. And start new. Because obviously these people don't want their jobs, and obviously these people do not care enough about another human's life to even give them the basic necessities. Cleanliness, proper care, etc. Not having to worry about being attacked in jail, etc. You know what I'm saying? What are you here for if you the one inflicting the damage and the pain? But I don't know, you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. I truly do appreciate it. Please drop down in the comment section as we always do. And let's chop it up. I love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, of course. And with that, you guys, I will get with you in the next one.